Good morning, everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Jared. This is my channel, Mazda B3K. This is going to be a relatively quick one. What's going on here is my receptacles on my 2001 Ford F-250, they're about done. When you go, try to click in, you get, this time it latched pretty quickly, but often when you go to put this in, it just slides back out. The passenger is particularly bad about it. So I've been putting it aside for a really long time, but it's time to fix it. In order to fix it, we got to be able to get to it. But before we can get to it, we got to have a part. So what I have here are two driver's side buckles. And you can't find a passenger side buckle anymore. They're not made. You can only find a driver's buckle. The good news is that for the buckles, it doesn't really matter. The passenger and the driver are identical, except the driver gets some wiring for a seatbelt warning chime that was available for this truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to snip that off and then install this to the passenger. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as the driver. This is the official Ford part. It is not an aftermarket. I do not mess around with safety. It also, very nicely, comes with a brand new Torx. But in order to get to it, we need to get down here, and we can't get access to here because the center console is in the way. So what we need to do is get the seat out. Let's do that. This is going to be a T55 to try to get out. So that's one. And two. To get access to the back, we'll slide the seat forward. And then we'll work the backs. So the rears, instead of being Torx, they are standard nuts. In this case, an 18 millimeter. All right, we'll get the hardware out of the way and then we can bring the seat back. So you can see, bring the seat back a bit, and there you have it. We have another oh, this one's smaller. So that looks like a T45 or a T50. So this turns out to be a T50. Then comes right out. Now, all we got to do is put the new one in. But we got to cut that wire off first. All right, so we just get to, see if we can move that shrink sleeve a little bit. There we go. Let's get our cutters and cut. And that's all we got to do. Then we will push that in a little bit. Try to get our bolt started. It's going to be a little tricky because there's like a captive washer inside of the seatbelt assembly. As far as how much you want it tilted, that's up to you. Just have to tinker with it a little bit. I'll get it somewhere that I'm kind of happy with. But I believe, it's meant to move around anyway, so. And for me, the torque value is until I hear that change in tone in the torque in my impact driver. Let me know that I've got the bolt fully seated. All right, let's get this all back together and see how it looks. Please forgive the difference in audio quality. My mic just bit the dust. The USB shoe for it did. Anyway, let's take a look at what we have. Go to plug it in. Beautiful. No muss, no mud, no fuss. And now I know if I'm in a crash, this thing's going to do what it's supposed to do and hold my passenger tight, which most of the time that's my wife. So I have a vested interest making sure this is good. Okay, we're gonna go do that to the driver's side. I'm not gonna film any of that except for the part where we gotta deal with the seatbelt chime. I will plug it in, I don't mind it, and if you don't like it, I'll show you how to unplug it, and then you don't have to plug it back in. Well, okay. Here is where it's located. I don't have enough hands to remove it and to film it, but this is a tab style connector. Push down on the tab, it's going to be on the right, and then pull it apart. And that's basically it, other than the routing that we got to handle on the receptacle itself. Took me a minute to figure out, but to make this hole large enough to go through, you need to recline the seat back as far as you can, and it makes it much easier to put it up on the side and you can get a better view of what you need to do. I snipped the fabric ever so slightly so I could better see the hole that I was working in. Once I did all those things, I was able to canoodle the connector to go in that way. To get it out, I just cut the wire because I didn't care, and then I fished out the other side. But that's how I got this in. That's the secret sauce. Okay, there we go. I probably should have pushed this one down a little bit further, but that'll work. And I got the electrical reconnected underneath the seat, so we're good. And that's it, folks. Hope this helps somebody.